roaches back, and this is going to open up those Mutalisks to move across the map. These lurkers will.
But the fungal growths are ready for Namshar. He's looking for a fungal growth. Whoa, one fungal growth goes. Doesn't it fungal? Oh no, that's a spore. My bad. Spore shooting some shots. Thought that was the fungal growth. And like JaKaTaK mentioned, I love that Namshar held on with a small amount of roaches. Even if he overextended and those roaches were killed, it wouldn't mean a lot to Namshar's total army force. And Namshar does have some infestors. He's got these roaches out. He's got queens. He's got the tools he needs to push off these mutants. He's even got 18 hydras and a lurker den. Yep. Oh man, Namshar is set. Moving on to this late game, and desperately Bly tries to take a third and a fourth, but JaKaTaK, I don't know how it's going to be enough to actually win the game.
Yep, he's got to take a risk. When you're behind like this, is pretty much the only way you come back. You've got double expand coming out from Bly over here to deal with this Roach Hydra coming out and just pushing forward. That massive amount of Hydralisks. Ooh, getting a couple fungals as well. Now keep in mind, he doesn't have to chain fungal so hard when he's got these Hydralisks to back him up. And going to get a couple shots off, couple of...
Oh, they're +2 Hydras.
Kills. Yes,
dang, these are +2 Hydras right here. The entire time there was an Evo chamber in the main, working on upgrades. It loves them upgrades, and man, +2 Hydras versus unupgraded mutas. Yeah, they're completely unupgraded. The only upgrade for Bly he has is Hydra speed. He's got a lot of lurkers, and I don't know if it's going to work, though. Easily, if Namshar spots this fourth base, he can go in and just snipe it. For now, the mutas are the only offensive tool Bly has in this game.
Yeah, Namshar crossing all his T's and dotting his I's here. He's making sure, he's checking all the bases to make sure that there's no sneaky bases happening. He is going to scout this quick fourth, which was the risk that Bly took. He was hoping it would go unscouted or unpunished, but that is not the case. It's going to come over here and get completely picked off. In the meantime, though, Bly trying to, squeeze his way, claw, and scrape his way back into this game by taking some reinforcements and cutting at the supply line of Namshar, but ultimately, Namshar defends with a large group of queens here.
Legacy of the Void. Obviously, the mains mine out a lot quicker, and if we look at the incomes, for a long time it was only 500 minerals a minute coming in for Bly. He's only mining off 2 bases right now. The main is completely mined out, while we see 3-ish for Namshar. No, it's got to be, it's scary, and with that many queens, with 5 queens of Namshar, and they're almost all in full energy, they can indefinitely fight mutas.
Oh, yeah, you can. I mean, we're at the hammer bludgeoning point of the matchup, where one player just has this huge economic lead, and he's just going to crush through. Lurker's getting really nice hits off, and that's what it comes down to. One of the biggest comeback mechanics in StarCraft is splash damage. So if he can get his shots off on the Lurkers at the right time in the right place, he's going to be okay. They do have 9 range, which allows them to siege a lot of positions, do quite well. We almost have this siege tank versus siege tank kind of scenario. Who sieges up first? And it looks like established a position here, has Namshar on the bottom. He's keeping that vision with the Overseers, very important part of this. And Bly going to try to move up with his lurkers, but it's just not enough at this point in time. Nicely placed Spore Crawler is going to back these Overseers up, but as far as the calculations go, the vision is still fine. No matter where those Spore Crawlers are, either the lurkers can hit them or the Overseers can easily see over the ledge.
Mutas on the other side of the map are still annoying Bly's fourth base, but it's not actually enough DPS to kill it. It's just has just enough building influx of health. They won't quite get it, and we see the entire army of Namshar moving up to defend it. Not only do I like this to defend that fourth base, or sorry, like fifth base? Yeah, it is the fifth base, but as you mentioned, AoE is the way sometimes you get back, and I didn't like that engagement Namshar was trying to make against Bly, against those lurkers. Just, there's too many possibilities for something to go wrong. At least now, I'd say Bly, my bad, Namshar just to choke out Bly. Make sure he doesn't get an expansion anywhere. And
wow.
This is gutsy of Bly. Very gutsy to take these top left bases.
This is very Lord of the Rings. The closer we are to harm, the safer we are. Pippin in the woods with the tree folk.
Or going up to Mount Doom in the middle of everything. You're just like, yeah, we're going to go straight into the enemy territory.
We're going to go right next to Isengard. He'll never expect it. And that's basically what's going on there with that sneaky base. Definitely continues to go unscouted for Namshar and probably will for some time. These mutas trying to get some damage in, but it's looking like they're going to get taken out quite quickly there.
Namshar decides, you know what? If you're going to make mutas, I can make 23. Some place to put his gas. Namshar's been mining 8 gas. a lot of gas this entire time. It's about 1,200 gas, even more a minute. And so I think from this point on, he's taking the bottom right desperately. You can see Bly's taking bases
Oh my
all over
God,
the
he's
place.
taking every
He needs to
base.
have some influx of minerals, but I just don't know how it's going to work. As I was mentioning earlier, I think the best strategy for Namshar is to choke out Bly. It may mean that it's going to be a longer game, but I think that's the safest possibility.
Well, we talk about splash damage. We do have Vipers already on the way. Way before even the Mutalisks were being made, those Vipers were coming out, so they're going to be able to get energy.
On top of this.
And Bly, if he can hit... Oh, man, a lot of hits over here. If he can hit these... Oh, but he's chasing him down. Before the Vipers get energy, the Vipers are the main comeback mechanic here for Bly, and they're completely taken out. The number of Vipers in the sky now is 0. Oh, my God. For those of you who aren't aware, that was such a critical moment because the Vipers have... the parasitic bomb cloud, and that's it. GG. Oh my God.
Namshar evens it up
before he could get the energy up. Man, what a just so close there, because if he had gotten the energy up for those parasitic bombs, that could have been a completely different story. That Remax was all mutas. He'd put in all those eggs in one juicy parasitic bomb-sized basket, and that was really close. That was really, really close.
And even with Parasitic Bomb, at first I'm like, I can totally split my mutas. Like, not when they're in a cloud this close together. You cannot find the one that has the Parasitic Bomb. It's like finding a needle in the haystack. And if we just think about that last game on Orbital Shipyard, we saw that all happened early game because Namshar just had the slight lead, or maybe not more than a slight lead, but had the contain on Bly, and it allowed him to spiral out of control. Game 3 on Dusk Towers. Now, it may not go the same way in the mid to late, but they're probably going to open up the same way. Namshar has said, you know what, maybe I can defend, I just need a pocket base this time. And Dusk Towers doesn't have, or actually no, Dusk Towers does actually have a pocket base, so he may be able to do the same thing he did on Orbital. Yeah, defend that Bly.
Yeah, he's got the natural. So
he's